Okay, good afternoon. This is Pete from FigLife.com, and today I'm looking at a fig called Mario 218, or Tina CT Agricultural Experiment Station. All right, so this next fig tree here is called Tina CT Agricultural Experiment Station, Mario Fig 218. So that's kind of a mouthful. Anyway, it has grown well for me. This is my first year with this tree, producing fruit, and here's a leaf. Pretty good looking leaves. It's looking healthy. It's kind of in a spot in the yard here where I wouldn't say it gets a lot of sun. Probably gets about a moderate amount of sun, and it's producing its first figs here in early to I guess we're approaching mid-September. It's September 10th. So I just picked two of these. I think they're both ripe. So let's go take a look at those figs now. All right, so here it is. I got two figs off this Tina tree, Mario 218. So the name of the fig tree, of course, the name is kind of a mouthful, right? And I'm not sure what the name is supposed to mean. If it's so Mario is a collector. He's here in the U.S. and he has a collection and he numbers all his figs. So Verdolino is another one of his that I have, and it has a number associated with it. Hold on, let me get a microphone. You know, there's so much noise around here. All right, so hopefully that's better. One of the neighbors is having their roof redone, and it's just, you know, it's just noisy. They got these nail guns going and an air compressor, and anyway. So this is, so as I was saying, Mario has a collection of figs, and he numbers his figs in his collection, and so sometimes these figs end up getting known either by their name or by the number that they have. So I have another one of his figs in my collection, at least one more, Verdolino. It didn't originate from Mario. It's not like he discovered it, but it has, you know, some people call it by its Mario list name or number. In this case, I'm not sure where this originated. It may be one that Mario actually sort of discovered. I'm not sure, but the name associated with the number is Tina CT Agricultural Experiment Station. And I know Mario, or I think Mario lives up in Connecticut, so I think it may just be Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, and then the intended name is just Tina, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So in any case, it has quite a long name. Maybe it's just easier to call it by its number, Mario 218. But you can see here, here's the two figs. They appear to have a pretty tight eye. Not completely closed, but pretty tight. And both of these are feeling pretty soft, and they've kind of changed their color a little bit. They've gotten a little bit lighter. They were initially a darker green before they started ripening. This one feels like maybe it's just a little bit more ripe. But let me cut these open. We'll see what the inside looks like. All right, so this is unexpected. I actually thought this was a berry fig, but clearly it is not. Clearly this looks like a honey fig to me. So that's a little surprising. I guess I should have done a little research before I cut that open. That's all right. So let me try these. All right. So this is Mario 218. Kind of a medium-sized fig. Honey fig. I don't have a lot of honey figs ripening anymore. I mean, a lot of my honey figs ripened early in the season, and I still have some champagne ripening, but Hollier's pretty much done. And this is a one that just started ripening, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah. A lot of sweetness. Just a honey fig flavor. Nice and juicy. The skin is has a little bit of a rough texture to it, which I just did another fig that had like a rough texture. It's kind of interesting that these two figs are like back to back here. What was the name of that one? It was Medicini Historic Reserve number 3, I think it was. Anyway, I didn't like the texture of the skin. And that's the only thing about this one that I'm not super thrilled about. It's not to that extreme as the one I looked at the other day, the Historic Reserve one, but it does have a little bit of that that roughness to the skin that is not, in my opinion, a desirable quality. But the rest of this fig tastes really good. It's juicy, really nice honey fig flavor. So overall, pretty good. So that was Mario 218 Tina CT Agricultural Experiment Station. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and check out my website, www.figlife.com. Thanks.